Hey there, Patrick. Very happy to see these first essays from you. Well done. It's really exciting to see somebody working so hard for their IELTS preparation. So good work. Let's get right into this correction so that we can see what you had to say. Okay, the education system has revolutionized the method of teaching. No comma. Students according to the contemporary, I don't know what this means. It's revolutionized the method of teaching students. This doesn't make sense. According to. You don't mean according to. You mean something else, but I'm not sure what. This is called learning by entertainment, which broadens, with an S, the horizons, S, among the learner and develops, again an S, a sense of creativity and productivity in a smoother and quicker way. Whereas some experts follow, no S here, the traditional methods, which no comma, which are implemented in schools. All right, what happened here? This is not a full sentence. It's only half of a sentence, so you're missing the other half. The modernization of school education has been changed by teaching subjects through entertainment. This is largely, all right, I have to tell you something. First of all, I'm confused where your paragraphs begin and where they end. So should I assume that this is the last sentence of your introduction? If that's the case, then you need to leave a space between your paragraphs. You need to leave a whole line. This is the best way to make sure that your paragraphing is clear. If it's not clear, then you will be penalized in your coherence and cohesion grade. All right, so moving on. The modernization of school education has been changed by teaching subjects through entertainment. This is largely because innovation and research, which has convinced the educators that a monotonous style and traditional methods can delay the ability of a learner to be a master. Let me read that again. Hold on. Okay. Recent research from Harvard has published that, no comma, children learn 30% more by recreational activities than children who learn through conventional education. Therefore, the method of educating young students by leisure activities will be more productive and knowledgeable. You can't really say that the method will be knowledgeable. The children will be knowledgeable. Okay? On the other hand, the conventional educational system has numerous benefits. This is because the traditional academies were meant for discipline, strictness, and punctuality. In Canada, many parents prefer that their children should be educated and trained by such institutions which can make their generation well-organized, educated, and develop the art of manner. No, and develop politeness, really. I mean, that's what we call this. Consequently, despite the old system of teaching, no, there's something happening here. Consequently, get rid of despite. The old system of teaching has advantages, but this is declining. Okay, and then your conclusion. To conclude, children learn more in a relaxed, with an ED, and friendly environment, especially when younger students, you're missing a word here, are in a situation where they're in a state of leisure and free of laws. The beginner minds are more acceptable and get things engraved when taught through leisure and entertaining ways. Okay, fine. There's a lot of areas that are not really particularly natural sounding, and I tried to fix them as much as I could. But I mean, on the whole, for your first essay, it's a good attempt. So well done. Let's go on to your next two essays here. So, doing an enjoyable activity with a child. Let's see what you had to say. Children can progress and prosper to do better skills. No, you don't do better skills. You have better skills, or you develop better skills. So, children can progress and prosper to develop better skills and be more without this, more innovative, no comma, when they learn through enjoyable activities other than reading. Learning by amusement can make their vision broaden, and sports can develop the levels of competition, cognition, and physical fitness. That's the word you want here. Okay. Let's see. The digital games can be one of the tools which can improve the skills among the children. All right, let's try this again. Basically, this whole sentence needs to get rid of the thes, okay? So, digital games can be one of the tools which can improve skills among children. And you could have said here, especially regarding information technology and spatial awareness, which could not be possible through reading only. The digitally advanced educational gadgets, I think that's what you're trying to say here, have revolutionized school teaching and the learning system. The children know because we're talking about children in general. We're not talking about a specific group of children. So it should just be children are seen to be more interactive and updated by the introduction of electronic technology in the school curriculum. The classrooms are redesigned to utilize technology, which enhanced the new learning techniques, all right, there's too many whiches here. So technologies are redesigned to utilize technology, which enhance the new learning techniques, making education more personalized, adaptive, not adoptive, and this needs to have a dash somewhere, real world focused. Okay, so do you see what I did? I took this and I made it an ing, I got rid of the which, and then you're all set. Therefore, reading only cannot make this strong impact on children's learning abilities if schools could not provide a healthy, attractive environment in the curriculum. Okay, then it's okay, fine. Children involved with a D, involved in pleasurable activities in school, like sports, can unfold the level of competition and, cognition within a child. They create within themselves to work hard. I don't know what this means. You create within yourself to work hard, but it's grammatically there's a problem with it. Better than their counterparts, which will make them stronger and competitive in their future endeavors. The cognitive skills can be improved by sports, which empower, without the ED, their memory, reason, and emotional feeling. This could only be possible if the school system can provide them entertaining activities. Consequently, through reading only, such qualities could not be accomplished. In conclusion, although reading has its academic importance in building skills, you don't need but because you've already put although. Learning knowledge in a pleasurable way can be more beneficial and entertaining for the children. You didn't need the here. Training children in a friendly and pleasant style should be adopted to make the 21st century generation more knowledgeable, competitive, and confident. All right, so there's some nice elements to that essay. Let's go on now to your last one, the communication between family members. Okay, the matter of communication among families because it's one matter, the matter has grown in importance since the establishment of technology in this modern society. Despite, with no comma, the negative consequences that can be extracted from the use of technology, it should be remembered that communication is greatly influenced with the development of network and mobile communications. Okay. There is adequate evidence to say that the benefits of communication technology are increasing. This is because people are being connected with each other through the internet, always, and mobile phones. This is seen despite income. No of. It's in spite of or despite. So, despite income, education, and location. Families use media and communication, such as the internet, email, and mobile phones to remain connected with others. Not the others, others. Therefore, it is clear that if communication technology without the continues gaining popularity, there would be positive implications with an S. No comma here. Despite their hectic schedule, people manage their time by keeping in touch with their peers through digital media and communication. This is due to the fact that users of technology in communication have increased significantly, unlike in the past where people barely use them. This has been noticed that it has been noticed that nearly every individual has an internet connection for social interaction and remain updated with the latest information and news. Thus, communication among family members has increased tremendously over the past few decades. I really don't make that connection. I mean, just because you have an internet connection for social interaction doesn't mean that you're going to communicate necessarily with your family. Maybe you're going to communicate with your friends or your colleagues. So I don't think these follow. In other words, I feel like you're jumping from point A to point D rather than taking me through to point B and C first. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like you're making a mental leap by assuming that just because we have more access to information that means necessarily we're communicating with our family members. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so to conclude, although there were huge numbers of difficulties to remain connected with in the past, all right, hold on a second. So, although there were not huge numbers of difficulties. So, although there were numerous difficulties in remaining connected with friends and family in the past, due to the advancement in media and communication, there have been many steps in keeping in touch and being connected with. All right, the grammar of this sentence, you can see that I'm really struggling to fix the grammar. You need to fix it. All right, there are a lot of grammatical errors here, so you need to work on them. So for me, that would probably be the biggest problem with these essays. There's a lot of grammatical mistakes, lots of poor punctuation, in other words, commas where you really don't need them, and just I kept having to correct the grammar. So that's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to refer to maybe a good grammar reference if you have one, or there's some online as well, or maybe we can even suggest one to you to kind of fix these sentences quite a bit so that they are clear and as accurate as possible. Okay, so what you need to do now is you need to correct these essays, take the errors and add them onto your error correction list, and then you need to write new essays, and all those things together should come back to us. Okay, so thank you so much. Good luck writing, and I look forward to seeing more of your essays.